It's the end of June and I'm gonna do the first full garden tour. This whole area here is new this year. This was just grass before. I put down some mulch and I have 9 grow bags here. I got some thyme. I got some white sage here, which I've never grown before, just doing it for fun, something new. Got a pepper here, and over here I have my determinate tomatoes. I have 3 Romas, and then I also have 2 bags with bush cucumbers, and then a rainbow sherbet celosia there at the end. The bush cucumbers aren't doing great. We had some rough weather. They're still kind of struggling now with this heat, but I do have a lot of backups going, so I'm gonna replace a few of those here very soon. I just threw some stuff for cut flowers in around the porch here. I got some bells of Ireland, and then this is just our Shasta daisies. Then I got some sunball flowers here, and all across the front, I got a bunch of multicolored snapdragons. Now I'm gonna show you around our main garden area here throughout the middle. In this first bed, I have something new this year. I have 8 okra plants. Never grown okra. I've never even eaten okra before. They're growing really well. Most of them look really good. Some of them have some wilted leaves. I'm thinking this is probably because I had them under plastic domes to protect them from the birds, but we'll see how they do. And also in this bed, I have 4 pepper plants and then my marigolds at the end that I do in pretty much all my beds. This bed here, we have 8 more pepper plants. They're really starting to fill out now. They were in very bad shape for a while because of all the pill bugs. You'll see all those leaves and some vegetable scraps and stuff in there. I had put all that in there to give the pill bugs some food so they would focus on that instead of my plants, and that really seems to help. Over here, I have a second pepper bed. There's 8 plants in here as well. These little guys here are habaneros. They had some of the most damage from the pill bugs just because they were so small, but you could see all that new growth in there. That's what I've been waiting on. These are really gonna start to get bushy and start taking off here very soon. This here is my main tomato bed. These are the unique cages that I use. This is something that I kind of came up with over a few years, just kind of modifying it a little bit every year. At this point, I really like how these work and I'm super happy with them. So I think this is the design that I'm gonna stick with from here on out. Basically, we just grow them up, tie them off to the post, and then I run pieces of bamboo through these cages, which really just kind of locks them in there. Then they'll actually start growing through the cage, and those things won't go anywhere. We've had some really serious storms, and my tomatoes have always been fine. Another tomato bed over here, same thing. These are all indeterminates in these 2 beds. Over here, I got a couple of cut flower beds, and I have grow bags and stuff with different cut flowers throughout the garden, but this is a zinnia bed here. This is a net that I have to keep them contained, because once they get really big, they tend to kind of fall into the walkways here. This works really well. Over here, we have a bed of dahlias, which are all coming up. We got some little ones here that just finally came up. These are kind of delicious thing this year. There's a local lady who has a flower farm, and she sells tubers every year, so Lish got some from her. This bed had some garlic in it. It was just a variety that I had to plant because the stuff that I ordered didn't work out. Right now, I just have some radishes in there. I'm gonna put some cucumbers in there, and then I'll probably do some more dill in there somewhere. This bed here is really just a spring bed because this is my loofah arch. Once the loofah grows over here, it really kind of shades everything, just takes this over. I have 1 cauliflower left in there. I just harvested a really nice cauliflower the other day. I got some beets, some radishes. This is cilantro, it's gone to flower, and some dill that's starting to go to flower here now too. This is the other side of that arch. This is the loofah side. You can see it's starting to really take off now. I got a second one there that's starting to vine. And I also have a few beets in here. This arch, I think, is 9 foot tall, a little over 9 foot tall. But once the loofah is grown over the top, it gets a little over 10 feet tall. Over here is my compost area. I got my big compost bin here, and then I have my 2 tumblers. This keeps me supplied with fresh compost throughout the year. Here, this is a clematis that Lish dug up from another property, brought here. This is a temporary thing till we find somewhere permanent to put it, but she just built this little bamboo thing for it. It's working out really good. This bed here is basically a kimchi bed. There's daikon radish, napa cabbage, and then another round of daikon radish there, which I planted different times because I want to make sure that I have them ready at the time my cabbage is going to be ready. This is my German hardy garlic. This takes a little longer to harvest than most garlics because this doesn't come up till spring. I'll probably be harvesting this sometime this week. This bed here, I just have some cilantro here in the front, then I got some butter crunch lettuce, and that is some type of romaine lettuce back there, I think. This area is one of the few spots in the yard that actually gets some shade, so we have a little seating area back here. I got my Blackstone, I also have a burner and stuff. I do a lot of cooking and canning back here. This is my little greenhouse that I built. This is almost entirely made out of repurposed materials. I still have to pressure wash it and stain it, which I'm gonna get done this year, but other than that, it's pretty much done. I don't have anything in here really right now because I had the few things I had. I moved out because it's been so hot and they were just cooking in here. But this is the inside. These little blueberries, I'm not sure what variety this is. This has been here, this will be the 5th year now. Somebody gifted this to us, so we don't know. It's gotta be some kind of dwarf variety because in 5 years, that's all that it's grown, but it produces a ton of blueberries. This one here, I just planted late last year. This is a Duke blueberry, so it'll either be next year or the year after that I get berries from that. And this cage is the reason that I actually get any berries, to keep the birds from stealing them. If you're interested in seeing how I did this, I got a video on that. In the center of the garden here, we have our pollinator area. We got, this is another clematis, same situation with the other one. We got our little bee bath there to keep our pollinators hydrated. Some black-eyed Susans there. Couple of azalea bushes, giant lavender here. I think this thing is 3 years old. These here are 2 different varieties of straw flowers. Little blazing star here. And over here in these grow bags, each one of these has 3 different varieties of sunflowers. We have some salvia there in the middle. My very first fig tree, which I'm really excited about. A little dianthus area. Some more rainbow shorebird celosia, and we have this monster blazing star. This here is Maeve, our little garden gremlin. This is our corn and sunflower fence. I am super happy with the way this is turning out. We got 2 rows of corn in here, and then I have several giant sunflowers, and I also have a lot of volunteers that came up from last year, so we're gonna have a ton of sunflowers in here. Corn is doing great. This really is just kind of for a privacy wall to kind of block everybody out over here. And up here, this is silvergrass. This is kind of like a bamboo. I use this to do a lot of stuff in the garden. And up here in the corner, we have butterfly peas, which is something new this year. And I'm hoping that those will fill out that corner up there. This is the back of the house. We're gonna, well, we've started a little bit, but we're really gonna get started back here soon. Have a lot more beds and stuff back here as well. But we've got this giant dahlia here, and then we have a couple, this bed and the grow bag over there with zinnias. And we have our little inflatable hot tub area back here. And here we have our little rainwater collection system. We got 3 barrels here, and it collects off of this metal roof, the gutter here. These are all plants that I had in the greenhouse that I moved out here because it's been so hot. We had a rough start this year, but I couldn't be happier with the way everything has bounced back. It is very hot right now, so we're dealing with that. So we'll see how this goes, and I will do another tour about this time next month.